page, YouTube. We have been waiting for this moment. We wanted to introduce you as a different time because guests. We were waiting for the guest. He went for the breakfast, so he's all ready. And Robin Tamang, the great artist, the great revolutionary artist of Nepal. So Robin, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Welcome to Australia. Welcome to Canberra, actually.
Thank you.
Robin, were you here before Canberra?
This is our first time.
First time.
So we've been here 3 times before for shows, but never Canberra. Say Amro Nepali community was a little on the minus side.
Yes, that's right. Ani, how are you feeling? Like, are you liking Canberra? What's your view on Canberra? I mean,
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see it today. I mean, it's a Belkayo, so everything was dark. So I'm looking forward to today. We have a itinerary of things happening today, so we'll get to see a lot today.
All right, that's
but
good.
It's a little chilly, eh? That's only Kathmandu
type.
Yeah. So I've got this cold only with you guys.
All good. Ani, Ramna, we've seen you. I'm not trying to make you old, but we've seen you since we were kids.
Yeah.
And we've always idolized you, right? I always wanted to have a voice like you, so I practiced sometimes to have a voice like yours. Because I do a lot of emceeing and a lot of radio. Good. So at times I try to imitate your voice. I got asked, okay? I know. So for me, when I reach to your age, I'd like to be like you.
Thank you.
As cool as you.
Thank you, brother.
With that,
I've been very fortunate because I've been in this industry for the last 30 years.
Right.
So we've gone through, I would say, 2 generations of Nepali fans, working on my 3rd one. Okay, let's see if that lasts. But I've been very fortunate to get all the love and respect from our audience, and I'm still doing music. So, thank you to our fans.
Well, that also comes with humility. Actually, you're a humble man. If I was you, probably if I was you, they would probably haven't got that sort of fame. If I was you, I would be a different kind of human being.
No, I don't think so, because humbleness goes a long way.
Right.
You have that attitude,
right,
and you have that attitude, but you have to use it at the right place at the right time.
Do you get upset and angry and at times? Like, are you always like this, or is this a screen face at times?
No, I'm always like this. I'm always chill. I don't know. I don't think things make me angry too much because I've gone through a lot of life experiences. I know.
Right.
So as you mature, you have that patience and you understand people generally, and you can basically predict what's going to happen next.
So if somebody wanted to piss off Robin Tamang, what should that person do to piss you off? Probably nobody has asked you this.
I would call it disrespect.
Okay.
If you disrespect somebody, I only treat people the way I want to be treated.
Exactly.
So if you disrespect me, I will disrespect you. I wouldn't give you the time of day. I think it's very important that everybody that you come into contact, you give them the same amount of respect that you want back. And that's my thing. Just don't disrespect people.
So if somebody wants to piss you off, just disrespect Robin. Nobody will dare disrespect you.
No, it's happened.
Yeah.
Little incidents at concerts where where we go abroad and the sound man happens to be English. And he's like, hey, do your own thing. Set up the sound. And I'm like, guy, what's your problem?
I'm the bloody artist here.
I'm an artist. I came all this way to have a good show. And that happens, but as soon as they hear your music, they go, and then what do you need? What do you need? Do you need more bass? Is there something else? It's that. So respect also comes in a form that when they believe in you and your art, they respect ayat.
Of course. Ramna, I don't want to go back to your history and all those kind of things because there are lots of interviews if they want to
Yeah,
check, all around YouTube
right,
about your history and how you've come to Nepal and
right.
all those kind of things. It'll be boring if I start doing that. I don't want to do that. I just wanted to get.
मलाई boring लाग्छ
अनि कस्तो लाग्यो अनि होइन अनि यो कस्तो थियो journey. I don't want to do that at all. I myself as an artist, I'm an artist, as in I do emceeing a lot, right?
Right.
So I used to be in the TV back in Nepal, so
Right.
I do a lot of emceeing. Now, as an artist, for me, मलाई चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने when I go up on the stage,
Right.
I do not see anything, as in my adrenaline rush.
Right.
मलाई चाहिँ मेरो पार्टनरलाई चाहिँ I used to tell her कि मलाई चाहिँ नि नाट्यश्वरीले समात्छ भन्थे कि. And she was like, no, तिमीलाई नाट्यश्वरीले होइन, त्यो adrenaline rush हो तिम्रो. दाइ कस्तो हुन्छ दाइ when you go to the stage, होइन, what happens to you? Like, I'd like to know that.
Well, usually when I'm on stage, I just go with the flow because usually when I present a concert, there's a storyline behind it. I know, and if I follow that storyline, it's basically the history of Robin Tamung involved in the music business, from Robin and Luza to Robin in the New Revolution to the present Robin in the New Revolution. So, Jacqueline's and I call it the zone.
Yeah.
So when I'm on stage, I'm in the zone.
Yeah.
At that moment, in the zone, in my music, caught up in my storytelling.
Right.
And I just lose myself there. And then eventually when I come off, and it's a different person altogether.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, we're in the entertainment business, right? So I'm there to entertain.
Yeah.
And what I do on stage is pure entertainment.
Right.
From my energy to my storytelling to my reciprocation with my fans to talking back and forth, because I do talk to my fans on stage.
Yeah.
So to me, that's all the package for entertainment.
Right.
And that's maybe why I lasted 30 years.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm still doing
do you get that adrenaline rush by any chance? When you go there, whenever I see cameras around, as you say, the zone, right?
Yeah,
I get into the zone.
I think when you start losing that adrenaline is when you should stop
doing that. Right.
So I'm still nervous when I jump out stage.
It happens, right?
It happens. If you're not nervous, it's not natural, and then you've lost something. I still get that excitement, and it doesn't matter if there's we played Rangasala, 26,000 people, and then I played in clubs where there's 10 people. But it's the same entertainment on stage, right? And then the 10 people say, "Oh, I wish there was more people here to see what you just did." It happens.
So as a performer, when you go on the stage, for us it's the same thing, right?
Same thing.
So
I give it my all, 120%. And it's physically and mentally very draining when you get off from the stage.
Do you have to I go to the zone probably a day before, 2 days before, say you go to your concert tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be mentally prepared, don't you? I mean, भोलि गएर बजाउँदैछु, म चाहिँ भोलि गएर बोल्दैछु, not the preparation part, but then mentally getting to the zone.
For me, it's natural now because I've done it for such a long time. So as soon as I climb on stage, it's like I said, it's an entertainment package.
Right.
And I have no problems getting there anymore.
Oh yeah,
I know.
No, I mean you have to get to the zone, but any problems, when you go to the stage, right? For me, I just envision it. Okay, so I have to get into the zone to just no, you don't have to. Once you get into there,
I just climb the stage and I go, okay, I'm here. Let's put on a show.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's hard to carry that emotion all throughout your 24 hours. You can only give a certain amount on stage and then that energy is dissipated. Right. If you carry that entertainment energy in your personal life, I think people will get pretty screwed up because it's hard to stay at that level.
Right.
I keep my entertainment and my personal life separate. Okay? So I have a whole different personal life where it's like, oh, you're quiet. You're not the rambunctious rock and roll.
Well, actually, that happens to me a lot. I just
I'm not saying I didn't do it in my past. When I was younger, you party until the end.
But people would always want you to be the same Robin everywhere.
It's hard to maintain that level of intensity.
That's right.
So there's two different people. There's Robin Thamung, the personal, and there's Robin Thamung, the entertainer.
Right.
And those are two separate entities of my life. Right. Mirror the super ego, just and then when I'm on stage, I have that power over the audience. I tell them to take 2 steps back. They take 2 steps back. I point to them. They start singing my song.
So say Nepali music industry, if I for me, you are Freddie Murphy. Right, so
Freddie Murphy.
Freddie Murphy. No, I mean
Eddie Murphy.
Not Eddie Murphy.
Freddie Mercury.
Mercury. Sorry, Mercury. So for me, you're Freddie Mercury. Right. He revolutionized a lot of things in music as well.
Right.
So I would think that for me, you are Freddie Mercury.
Well, you know what? I'm very fortunate. There's a few artists that started at the same time as we did.
Right.
I know, and I'm very honored to know them, and some of them are still around. And I can name a few, but then if I miss out on a name, someone might get very jealous.
Do you remember, like, how generation when we started listening to rock music?
Right.
For me, I started probably I think I started from Bryan Adams. Slowly.
Right.
And then went to Eagles. Then AC/DC, then you go Green Day and all this kind of stuff.
There's a history of rock and roll.
There's
people that that we grew up listening to because they're part of the history of rock and roll.
Right.
I know. I think that's pretty much stable for everybody. Our rock and roll sooner like Jimi Hendrix Tanita. Again, the legends of Tanita. Okay, so you need to go in and look at the history of rock and roll to appreciate the new type of music that's coming out.
You actually made your own doors, in Nepal, but nobody would give you that entry in there.
No, but I was fortunate when I first came to Nepal, which was in 96.
96, yes.
There was no per se commercial rock scene. त्यति बेला तमिलमा मात्रै खेल्दै थियो ब्यान्डहरु हैन, and that's how we basically started. We started from, I call it the Tamil graduates. If you look at all the top musicians,
they all came out from there.
From our gym, from when I first started music. So that's the trend so far.
So you remember the first time, the first music that you listened to, and you were like, rock my lax way when was that time?
I was fortunate. I was the youngest of 5. And I had 2 brothers, 2 older sisters. Both brothers played guitars and my sisters sang. On the middle growing up, it was like the Jackson 5. Guitar and it was like a family band. You're too small. So that's where my inspiration for music actually came from. And then of course Daiko influence, and he used to listen to Jimi Hendrix and Grateful Dead and Deep Purple and all those people.
And was this during the Walkman times?
No, this is vinyl times. We didn't even have Walkman. I was small. We didn't.
Was it the vinyl, the big record?
The big records. Hey, by the way, they're coming back.
They're coming back.
They're coming back.
And they're fantastic, actually.
Yeah, that's how it was. That's how I started music from my siblings.
Okay. That's
we were like the Jackson 5.
Never recorded a song together.
Never. We should have though.
Actually.
But back then there was no access to recording studios, and that's how music started.
I know. Anyways, Robin, 96 when you came to Nepal.
Right.
Slowly, probably around 96, 97.
Right.
नेपालमा नयाँ युथ, नयाँ रक बनाउन, रक मन पराउने युथहरू बिस्तारै बिस्तारै they were starting to grow up, but at the same time there was civil war going on as well.
Exactly. So there was
Right.
a lot to write about.
Yeah.
I think the rock movement, as far as us, 74 AD, Nepatya, Mukti and Revival, Cobwebs,
Yeah.
these Axe Band, these were the bands that were around, and Shadows.
Shadows as well. Yeah.
These guys, we kind of wrote about the revolution. I know the conflict.
Lots of inspiration.
Lots of inspiration. And all of a sudden we had an audience to listen.
But was it difficult at that time? Any concert?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
I remember as a young boy,
It was very tough.
you know, we were not allowed to walk freely. You know, toysहरू छ भने नछुनु भन्थ्यो किनभने कति बेला पड्किन्छ के हुन्छ अनि concerts where movie halls were the targets at that time.
Bulma Bulyo from Robin and Loser came out of that.
Right.
Nepal, the first album was because of that situation. Keta Keti from Robin and the New Revolution was from there. For me, it was an inspiration to write about the injustice that was happening. That's why when Robin and Loser broke up, I decided to call my new band the New Revolution, right? Because it was a musical revolution rather than a physical arms, you know, shooting and chopping people. Right. So my whole thing was, well, let's start a revolution, but let's do it through music. You know? That's why I called the band Robin and the New Revolution.
Right? I wanted to talk to you about this as well, as you've just mentioned the breakup with Robin and Loser, right? And of course, that was not a breakup probably due to any argument, but it was the situation.
Yeah.
You know, band members and stuff. Right. You know? You came back. Right. From Bidesh, your band members were going away to Bidesh.
See, when I first came to Nepal, I didn't know I was going to get back into music.
All right. Okay.
I was very fortunate, and you'll find this out on Sunday during the show because I'm going to do the storyboard from where I started and how I ended up where I am. And I didn't know per se I was going to start a band. I was always into music, and it was very inspiring watching Loser because I went to Pokhara and I saw them play in a club. And they were just young kids playing the blues, right? And I watched them, I listened to them, then I went up and I said, do you mind if I jam? They thought I was a foreigner, because at that time I didn't speak Nepali. My Nepali was, really bad, right? And so I joined them. And we did 2 songs. It was just a basic blues thing. And then I thought, oh, wow, this is good. It feels good. It feels right. And people were, the youth of Nepal, like you said, the revolution was just starting. So they were always looking for something.
Something new.
Right? Something new. Something that captured the state of the environment at the time, which was, pretty volatile.
Of course.
So, and I approached Luza at the end of the show and I said, listen, guys, I just came from Canada and I like to stay. And would you guys be interested in doing original music? Right? And they said, yeah, sure. So we did our original stuff. And to do our stuff, I opened up a restaurant called the Bamboo Club, right?
I know, possibly.
And we
just to do that.
Just to do that. No, just to do what I wanted to do.
And also have a business at the same time.
And also to make money at the same time. So it was
that's pretty clever, right?
It was a good thing. And then, we played twice a week and people just started coming in, right? And then other bands started, other upcoming bands such as Albatross, Monkey Temple, Atomic Bush, Elysium. These guys are all in the scene right now. And they started, coming in, presenting their original stuff back then. And it was more, Bamboo Club was more of a creative hub for original artists,
like an innovation center for music. The thing that I was coming into was how do you feel? All these good talents that you worked with, most of them they fly away, and some of them don't come back. Like Shraddha is here. Right. Great artist. Great sound engineer. And a good sense of music.
Right.
A talent lost.
Right.
to Nepal?
Well, it depends on the
Yeah,
individual.
yeah.
I can't speak personally on their behalf.
Yeah, no, but what is your thinking on that? I mean,
To each his own. Some people have to go other places
yeah,
to look for
yeah,
their future.
yeah,
There's nothing against that.
yeah, yeah.
The ones that are still into music, such as Rizu and Sunit,
Right,
they're doing very well. I
right,
know.
right.
So some people, their life goes a different path.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a lot of other
No,
friends.
where I was trying to come was the
Right.
situation in the country.
Well,
right?
back then it
yeah.
was hard to make a living doing music.
Music,
I know.
yeah.
We were just a fledgling band that we kind of put our foot down and did our own thing,
Yeah.
got recognized for it.
Yeah.
But we weren't making a lot of money.
Yeah.
We were just doing it for fun.
आफ्नै पैसा हालेर आफ्नै पैसा हालेर
अब त्यो कन्सर्टहरू गर्दा डोला बारमा आफ्नै सामान लगेर आफैले सेटअप
ट्याक्सीमा हालिहाल्यो होइन ड्रम्सहरू
पैसा दिने पछि पैसा दिने आफ्नो बिल हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो पैसा दिएको भन्दा
because we were so inspired by you होइन हामी स्कुल लेभलमा चाहिँ हामी पनि ब्यान्ड गरेको थियो कि अनि आई रिमेम्बर होइन त्यो ब्यान्डको पेडल छुट्ने होइन अनि बनाउन जानुपर्ने एन्ड अल दिस काइन्ड अफ स्टाफ के
साथीहरूको गिटार बरु गर्ने अन्त पछि त्यो पिकअपै चेन्ज गरेर दिने
स्ट्रिङ्सहरू छुट्ने स्ट्रिङ किन्न जानु पर्यो होइन देयर ओन्ली फ्यु शप्स क्या इलेक्ट्रिक गिटारको
त्यही गिटार 3-4-5 ब्यान्डले खेल्ने होइन बरु गर्ने लास्ट त्यो गिटार सो बिटन अप क्या खानु हुन्थेन कहाँ थियो त्यो गिटार time was tough but we paid our dues and now I'm making a living doing what I do.
Which that's good. Right. Right now, I can see the entire media industry changing in Nepal.
Things are happening.
Yeah, things are happening. Like when I was in TV, I was a TV presenter in Himalaya Television. I flew away because I thought I wouldn't be able to maintain. मेरो आफ्नो पैसाले बाबाको पैसाले होइन कि मेरो आफ्नो पैसाले I wouldn't be able to maintain what I thought I would be maintaining. किनभने you know how much it takes to maintain when you're a TV presenter, live presenter, and people expect you to be some, in a certain zone. But now, even with music, things are changing, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
things are definitely
and people at least can जागिर खानु पर्दैन music गरेर.
People can make a decent living now, only because now we have so many clubs from not just in Kathmandu, but Butol, they have venues where it's set up for a live band. So a lot of bands are finding work, and you can make a living.
And people pay to listen to people as well. I mean, to the bands as well.
I mean, there was a trend now. There's a trend that if you want to see your artist, you pay to see your artist.
That's right.
Pre-concert, of course, there was no money back then.
Right.
So basically, it was like outdoor shows. Got you on the cover charge by they 50 rupiah होला 100 rupiah हुन्छ. Even then they used to complain, right? So but now people are actually paying because they want to listen to good music. And if you pay artists, what happens is that kind of keeps them maintained,
right
to do what they love to do, which is to create and make the general public happy, and inspire them. It works both ways. So please pay your artists.
You have to. I have a thing here. I have a thing here where people think that emceeing भनेको चाहिँ सजिलो कुरा हो अनि they'll just come and say फ्रीमा MC गर्दैन अनि I just tell them मलाई 50 जन भए पनि के भन्छ खाममा राखेर that is a respect towards my art हैन त्यो चाहिँ नि अझै पनि build up हुँदैछ नेपाली सोसाइटीमा बिस्तारै probably the new generations हैन. How do you see, you've been around 3 generations, right? So the change in the dynamics of the audience or the listeners and the audience and the live audience,
it's growing. It's growing. Now we have diversity in music.
Right.
Okay, we have heavy metal, we have death metal, we have rock and roll, we have rap, we have Dori, we have so many genres of music. The audience actually has a choice now.
Yeah.
Okay, and I hope they make the
And
right.
when you're on the stage, do you see a different kind of crowd there that you did see 20 years ago or 30 years ago?
Yeah,
Or
they're all
is it the
younger.
same?
They're all younger. But
They're more involved,
yeah,
or
the enthusiasm never really goes away
right?
from the crowd.
Yeah.
And it's up to the artist. Like I said, it's an entertainment business.
Right. Right.
So if you're entertaining your public, it doesn't matter whether, you can't compare the public from 30 years ago to now, because the energy is still there.
It's the same energy,
It's the
though.
same
Yeah,
energy.
yeah.
It's the same energy. And if I can take them on a little psychological trip with that energy, and they feed off me and I feed off them, that's what keeps me going. Right? As soon as I lose the energy on stage and I stop getting feedback from my audience,
Yeah,
and
that's
they
right.
start to
Yeah.
ignore me and listen, watch somewhere else, and start a conversation.
Oh, that's the
then I
biggest
will-
thing. Yeah, that's the time you go.
then I will stop.
That's never gonna happen with you.
No, I hope not.
Yeah. Even if you sit down and jam out, people will gather around.
Yeah.
I just need to inform the audience and the viewers that we have an event tomorrow in Canberra. Basement Matter. It's in the basement. Even if you're not from the Nepali speaking background, you can come and enjoy music, because music has no language. So it's Robin and the New Revolution, all the way from Nepal. Rock and roll night. And it's organized by the Funky Mushroom, and a great team over there, Funky Mushroom. Robin,
I just want to say something to Canberra. I would like to see all हाम्रो नेपाली दाजुभाइ दिदी बहिनी आमा बाउ everyone आइदिनुहोस्, हामीलाई तपाईँको माया दिनुहोस्, म चाहिँ तपाईँहरूलाई त्यो माया 10 folds दिन्छु। अन्त तर घर चाहिँ लग्दिनँ है तपाईँलाई, भाउजूले मार्ला। So please, आइदिनुहोस्, let's have a good time. It's our first show in Canberra. And I've been here 4 times in Australia.
And you've never
Canberra.
The capital of the country.
Yeah, exactly.
Lots of people don't know that. Maja sort in Sydney भन्छ हैन?
मलाई चाहिँ थाहा छ।
Of course,
history So please come down. Let's have a good time. तपाईँहरू सबै आइदिनुहोस्, and let's rock and roll.
Yeah, of course. Basement, Belconnen. एकदमै राम्रो ठाउँ छ. I think Iron Maiden played there as well a few years back.
Interesting.
That's what I've heard. So
cool.
Yeah, so it's a good little space for rock and roll, and it's really good. Right. 2 years off lockdown.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard you say somewhere that it was really difficult, and you were a businessman by Gonale Bani.
I stopped doing business.
Oh, you no business anymore? Yeah, okay.
I stopped that a long time ago.
Okay.
Because now my full-time job is entertainment.
How good is that?
Yeah.
And I hope you do that until the end.
You.
You know.
Thank you.
How was the lockdown? How's COVID?
Lockdown was lonely.
Yeah.
Because, but I was fortunate. Because I have a house and everything. I felt bad for the daily wage earners because they didn't have a job. Because usually, daily wage earners ले चाहिँ के गर्छ भने जान्छ उनीहरूको त्यो म्यानपावरमा काम गर्छ हैन, अन्त पैसा पाउँछ, घर जान्छ, सब्जी किन्छ, मान्छेहरूलाई उसको फ्यामिलीलाई खुलाउँछ. That was hard for them. I was fortunate, knock on wood, I was with my family. I mean, lockdown boy. It was frustrating because there was nothing to do. So I just got more creative and
got more music.
Yeah, more music and things like that, and put out stuff on Facebook just to make sure the audience safe and staying safe, and just put out that social message to take care of yourself. It was tough. There was no income coming in, right? So it was really tough. The industry just shut down.
Yeah. And lots of artists, I know, कति artistहरूले भन्न सक्नुहुन्न हैन, but then lots of artists had hardships. We know that, because unless you go into the crowd or you go into the mass.
The entertainment is the entertainment, right? That's how you get paid. You entertain people, you get paid. When there's no entertainment going on, you don't get any money. And it was hard for some people.
Right? I was listening to your podcast with Sanjay as well, right? And you were talking. One part was you were talking about your Amazon Prime thing and the vanity van and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to know more than what you've told Sanjay.
Sure,
I mean,
sure. Ask
not
away.
not not what you told Sanjay. To the somebody, but I want to know more about that.
Sure, Sanjay phone number. Yes,
more like in the know because yeah,
no, ask away. What do you want?
yeah, no. I just want to know, Zani, you're talking about the vanity vans and stuff,
Right, right.
what was it like other than that? Zani, त्यहाँ काम गर्दाखेरि were they very punctual? Zani,
This production in India, when it comes to film, is very, very professional. Again, this is you're an actor, you're an actor. Everybody has their place. The AD has his place. The grip guy has his place. The wardrobe has his place. Makeup has its place. The director is the head honcho. Right?
So he runs the
whole
shoot.
show.
Yeah.
But behind the director is the production company
Yeah.
who puts the money in, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was a very big scale operation.
Yeah.
Because it was Amazon Prime.
So it was a great experience.
Oh
right?
yeah.
What do you think? नेपालमा त्यस्तो हुनलाई चाहिँ कति समय लाग्छ होला चाहिँ? You work in a lot of movies,
Yeah.
and I know you don't want to ruin up your relationships as well.
Yeah.
But then, and there's no comparison as well. We have a very small market, and they're in a huge market though. But like, what do you think?
I think
what is lacking out in our,
I think basically, Hamro say we just need better products.
Right.
If you have a product and if you can convince Amazon Prime to fund it, they will. If they like your product,
but it has to be good.
Of course, it
has to be good.
You have to sell your story to them. I
do.
I don't see why we haven't done that yet, or I don't know why we haven't done
Probably
that.
People think what they've done is त्यही खतरा हो भने जस्तो हुन्छ नि अनि कस्तो भने I see a lot of movies नेपाली movies जुन युट्युबमा आउँछ अथवा हलमा आयो भने story lines great, but the presentation,
I call it lost in editing.
It looks like a documentary. It doesn't look like a movie at all.
I think we're learning though. Compared to when I first started to now, there are things happening, creative people coming back and doing stuff. And just in Amrokan's, I mentioned Nepali short movie line. You got recognition for it. I haven't seen the movie, but I would like to. But yeah, we're still in the fledgling Manumna. I know. And of course, the more money you have, the more grandeur it could be. Okay, so the production is still lacking, but to invest something big.
It's also a system, it's
going to change. I think it's going to change in the future. Like when we started rock and roll, there was nothing. There was nothing. We created a scene. All these bands, the older bands, created the scene. Now there is viability where you can make a living. I think it's the same in the movie business. It's just it's in its infancy.
When you say go to a set, now you're an artist. I can't just call you a musician. You're an artist
I'm not a musician.
I mean,
I'll be honest with you. I'm a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
I write songs. I know how to write lyrics, and I know how to put them in a composition. But having said that, I have a band that are musicians, they're real professional musicians, and they just enhance my stuff. And they have a free hand in the music aspect because.
So you don't interfere?
No. I present them a song and they play on top. Right.
So I know, because I look into management and leadership in a very different way, and there is also more you band codes in a example. Okay, so it does not mean if there is a lead singer, doesn't mean the others don't have equal importance.
It depends on how you form the band. I know. I know. Hired musicians around and then they just play whatever he wants them to play. Me, the reason I have the New Revolution, my band, is because they bring in their musical influences, and I think that is what makes
it's a team, right? It's a team. So you work together, you play together. Everyone's as important as the lead singer.
Of course. Of
right?
course.
And that is what I come around and equate with management and leadership and all this kind
Right.
of stuff. So are we giving this out? Are we giving this out, or you're just giving me this? Oh, that's from me. Oh, thank you. So, all right, I've just got this. The organizers has just given me this. I'm going to come in. So, rock and roll again. It's in the basement, Canberra, 2 Cohen Street, Belcon. Rock and roll night. Doors open at 7 p.m. And Robin Lai is right there. He's there with
I'll be there.
complete energy, and
Yeah.
and
I'm all
that,
rested
man.
up. I'm all rested up.
Yeah.
Ali garo back with you on the Kiritra. Now I'm rested up. So.
Yeah, that's really good. We're nearly at the end,
No worries.
we're nearly at the end, but there's so many things I want to talk to you about. Like, if I sit down with you, like, I would be asking you so many things. Like, you'd be like, "Hey, bhai, to jao." I'll be asking you so many things.
Yeah. Not
But I have a few more things to ask you, Sunny. When you go out there in public,
But
right?
which I try not to do as often because I don't go out in public too often anymore.
What kind of reaction do you get these days? Anybody does that, Kitty?
That's good. You know what?
Yeah.
The public made me who I am.
Yeah,
my
of course,
fans made me who I am.
Right.
So when I go out, of course, I get this day. And day, photo I don't mind that at all because these are the people that made me famous.
Yeah.
I know. Of course, if it gets annoying, then I should get back out. But if it's a friendly thing, there's no problem. If it's a big crowd, then I try not to go into crowds. I know, because as soon as I go in, I get very claustrophobic.
Yeah.
So if I see a big crowd across the street and somebody
how do you maintain that?
I just walk the other way.
So you're a mask.
There's this one incident. छोरी को स्कूल बस पर्खिरहेको थियो. I was on the main road हैन. अर्को स्कूल बस आयो क्या. अन्त सट्टा स्कूल बसै रोक्यो. स्टुडेन्टहरु सबै झन्. त्यसैले रिङ रोडमा ड्राइभरले चाहिँ चिचाउँदैछ. स्टुडेन्टहरु सबै बाटो भएर फोटो खिच्दैछ मसँग. Traffic jam, right? That was kind of embarrassing, but
it's good as well.
It was fun.
That's a blessing, actually.
Yeah. Things like that happen.
Yeah.
Or when I'm driving my car, motorcycle just cuts me off, and I thought, it's a gang warfare. And no, they come out with their mobiles.
आजकल चाहिँ टिकटक पनि होला. टिकटक बनाउनु.
म टिकटक बनाउनु दिदिन. I ask her, is that TikTok? No videos.
No
खाली photos.
Yeah.
Videos is for friends, personal friends. किनभने हाल्दिहाल्दो रहेछ क्या टिकटकमा. So I try not.
Do you use TikTok yourself?
No, I don't.
Never. No. You never scroll up and down?
I do because my 2 daughters are on TikTok.
Now that you've mentioned that you've got 2 daughters as well, how is it being a father and also being a rock star at the same time, Sunny? How do you maintain all those things at the same time, Sunny?
Unfortunately, my kids are in France. So one's 22. She's going to university already, so she's grown up.
Yeah.
The other one's 12.
Okay. So there's a big
So we're constantly on the phone, and now she knows I'm in Australia. She wanted to come here.
All right, that's good.
But she has school in France, so she couldn't. But as soon as I finish this tour, I go to.
So how do they see you? The 12-year-old and the 22-year-old.
You don't know my 12-year-old. As soon as I pick up the guitar to play, she's like, "Oh, Dad, come on again! I'm watching TV. Can you shut up?" And I'm like, अरूले त मलाई पैसा दिन्छ गाउनु. Shut up.
I know. Like
they're done to death. but they're very good.
Yeah.
They're not like that. No.
What about the 22-year-old? Probably she has seen you come to this point, right?
She knows all the major rock stars in Nepal.
So
she's
she probably fronts sometimes. Maybe
never.
Yeah.
She's the exact opposite. उनीहरू चाहिँ बाउ आमा बदमास बाउ बदमास छ भने छोरीहरू एकदम छोरीहरू एकदम सुरु हुँदो रहेछ. They've seen you do everything. They've seen you drunk. They've seen you, being a rock star. And they just look at you and they go, "Yep, that's my dad."
Nepal, like you're a rock star. Of course, you're a really huge rock star for Nepal, or for us actually. We still have not seen the sort of rock star that we see out in the West.
Right.
What do you think that is? I mean,
because rock stars in the West are commercialized. They make big money.
So we don't have those sort of companies and
we don't have commercialism in our music industry. In the West, the music industry is a business.
It is
a business, right? And they make huge amounts of money. And anyone.
So there's a
you're a product. I know.
Yeah.
You're a product and you're valuable.
So there's a thing lacking in Nepal. You're a company just commercialism
is lacking, but we have the fame. We just don't have the money.
Well, that is enough, So of course,
we have the respect. We have the fame. We just don't have the helicopters and the Lamborghini.
There's no cokes and
we
don't need cokes.
I need them humble. I signed in at this. I mean, call Garibma Urkeko.
No, I love that. I love that. Hopefully someday we'll see.
I hope not. I don't like.
You don't want to.
I don't want to be one of those guys. When you have to walk around with a bodyguard and कोही बेला मेरो security गर्नु खोज्छ त्यस्तो गर्नु चाहिँ भाइ नगर्नु त्यस्तो यिनीहरू त मेरो fans हो आउनु दिउँ हैन दाइ तपाईलाई no, I don't need protection. I'm 6'3". These guys are 5'2". I can literally pick them up and just throw them out. Right. So
we're right at the end, and thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you.
We tried not to make it very traditional and stuff.
That's cool.
Is there anything you would like to let the organizers of different this or organizers and Nepali organizers or the Nepalese? Is there anything that you would like to say that?
I would like to say thank you very much to all our main organizers, Yatri event company, but the regional organizers. I want to say thank you very much.
Right.
We have seen so much and we've gotten so much love. It's been incredible.
Right.
We started from Darwin. And we did Darwin. It was an amazing crowd. We did the Nepal Festival.
Right.
Then we went to Melbourne. It was another good crowd. And today is Cranberra. And we hope to see you there, guys. And
hopefully everybody's going to be there.
I hope so. Let's just come.
I've got a few tickets.
Give them away. Come share the love. आउनुस् हामी माया साटासाट गरौँ तर मैले भने नि घर चाहिँ लाग्दिनँ And then we have Sydney, and then we have Tasmania.
Then you're back to Nepal. We're back to Nepal. So Dasai you'll be in Nepal. So probably one more month or 2 more months.
No, we head at the end of the month back to Nepal. Then I go to Europe for my summer holidays with my girls. That's good. Summer holidays and so. And then I come back, and I'll probably be back in Adelaide for a movie shoot with Arpan Thapa for about 10-15 days. And then I have another movie shoot.
You're pretty busy, huh? You're pretty busy.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
This is why I do entertainment. If I'm not doing concerts, I'm doing movies. If not movies, reality shows and stuff like that.
Well, that's great, Dai. And you are always an inspiration to us as well.
Thank you. Thank
you. A lot of people like us. So we left that, and we're here, and we strive for that every day.
No
like
worries,
every
man.
day, right?
Yeah.
So someday, we'll be back again with a bang,
Oh,
Yeah,
things are getting better in Nepal.
yeah,
So, to everybody that's thinking of coming back to Nepal, doing something, I think now is the prime time because the youth movement is really taking
yeah.
hold.
We did see it with the elections in
Right.
Nepal as
And
well.
we,
So
we
yeah,
had a good, we have good hope that, Balan, congratulations, you
yes.
won the mayorship of Kathmandu. I'm hoping good and better things. He stepped inside the door. Now let's get more people.
Well, there is a lot of mess around. Hopefully, they'll let him work. If they don't let him work, we are watching.
Yeah.
So everyone's
But
office
but
watching.
we
Yeah,
live in a democratic society, guys. Yeah, we can always vote the next time,
yeah.
get these people out of there.
Yes.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. So
That's our
um,
prerogative.
let's listen to Balan. Let's listen to Robin Dai, and probably Robin Dai is going to create a music for Balan very soon.
No, I might join him in
Yeah.
politics. Who
Yeah.
knows? What it is that you have to do. So get involved.
Right. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for coming to the studio and talking to us.
My
Hopefully, I can see you again in Nepal. So, Robin and the New Revelation Rock and Roll Night. This is a June 12 Sunday. June 12 Sunday. Funky Mushroom organized the basement ma balcony parking ample छ across the road पनि parking छ हैन probably कतिजनाले गाडी पनि लिएर आउनुहुन्न होला Uber पनि पाइहालिन्छ गाडी पनि पाइहालिन्छ so just enjoy that. It's a nice bar out there as well, so just come around, enjoy the music, and we'll be there as well. So ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll night with Robin and the New Revolution. Thank you, Dai. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
You.